Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today.
This is Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for right now.
How do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say?
Two to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner.
Usually I give like a 30-second notice and then a 10-second notice. I was like, oh, 5 seconds, mic's on.
It's Tuesday Trivia here on the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Please like and share.
Huh. Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please like and share our show on all your social media platforms. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, including this one because we're live right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in the legendary Levittown, in this legendary building, in this legendary parking lot. Governor's in Levittown. That is where you'll see Joey Vega on Friday and Nick DiPaolo on Saturday. Nick DiPaolo is great.
Yeah.
And, of course, the brokerage in Belmore, where you can see Kevin Brennan, Bob Levy, and Eleanor Kerrigan on Friday. I'm trying to get Eleanor Kerrigan on this show. She's fantastic.
Love her.
If you miss Joey Vega here at Governor's on Friday, go to the brokerage in Belmore on Saturday. That's where you'll see him. Here in the Little Room at Governor's in Levittown this weekend, I think it's Friday, Eric Haft, who's been on our show a few times. Great guy, funny comedian. And, of course, McGuire's out east in Bohemia, Kevin Downey Jr., Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday.
He's great.
Kevin Downey Jr. is fantastic. Seen on America's Got Talent. Seen on, what was that, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy? Wasn't he on there for a while?
Was he? He was on that show?
Wasn't he?
No. Really?
Look it up.
There's 2 casts, and I don't think he was one of them.
What do you mean there's 2 casts?
Because they did a remake of it, so they have like...
Oh, did they?
5 or 6 different people.
I think he did something on there.
Oh, was he a person that they helped? I thought you meant he was one of the...
I don't know.
People that helped.
I don't even know anything about the show. What do you mean they help? What, they help people with their queerness? What do you mean?
No, 5 or 6 guys come in and they take a guy who clearly, if they actually did laundry and ironed a shirt every once in a while, would get someone. So they help them. They're like, this is my brother. He's a big loser. Please change everything he does. And so they all have different skills. Like one's a great decorator, one's a great cook, one's into fashion.
Yeah.
I forget the other 2 guys. Just social skills, like how to go on a date and what to say and stuff. And I forget what the other guy was.
He was on there at least one episode.
They helped him.
He was also in Flesh Eating Mothers.
So he was one of the people that they helped.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Anyway.
And that's where you'll see him.
His stand-up is great.
His stand-up is fantastic. Whoa! Kent Bichelle, 2 days in a row. Kent Bichelle. Wow. Liz says, good morning, everyone. Hello, Liz.
Hey, Liz.
Liz was not on yesterday, was she?
You know, sometimes she's got things to do. Like
sometimes
she has to go to
No.
Sometimes she has to go to the doctor and stuff.
No. Too bad.
Leave Liz alone. I love her.
Okay. Hey, how would you like to do your own podcast in a great studio in a reputable club? Reputable.
Look at me getting the cue first
time.
time.
You got the cue first time yesterday. The problem was you left it there for like 5 minutes.
Oh, did I get it right away? I felt like I didn't even get it right away.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I had to tell you.
So
here we are.
And then I got it, and then I left it on for an hour.
Here we are. This is our studio. What you can see in that shot are the couches. But we have couches.
I built.
Which Sallie did build the couch. With a little tiny bit of help from Rich Rader, because he's a tiny little penis. We have headsets, we have microphones.
Done it without Rich.
What?
I could have totally done it without Rich.
We have monitors, microphones, cameras, Zoom capability, graphics, 4 phone lines, all sorts of cool stuff in here. You can do your own podcast in this great club. Maybe get a comedian to be your guest. Maybe not. Whatever you want to do. That's the whole point. You can do whatever you want.
Back to the couch.
What?
Back to the couch, though. In fact... He said, oh, do you need some help? And I said, well, in my pocketbook, I have an extra Allen wrench. Sure. That's how cool I am. How many people have an extra Allen wrench in their bag?
So you'll have an engineer who has an Allen wrench that you probably won't need.
Okay, now you can go.
You could stream your show live on our station. You could just record it.
You could
and post it yourself.
I love strutting.
Liz calls it the casting couch. That's right.
Woohoo.
Woo. You can. We do the video. We also do audio. So you could just if you want to just do an audio podcast and put it on Apple Music and Spotify and all that crap, you can do that. Spotify. You can do that. Hello, Kirsten. So we'll take good care of you in here in this station. All you got to do is contact us through our Facebook page. Gov's Comedy Club Podcast is the name of the Facebook page. Just contact us through there, and we'll hook you up. Gov's Comedy Club Podcast is also the name of the YouTube channel. Please hit the thumbs up and share our shows. And that is where we're reading comments from, the YouTube page. So if you'd like to interact with us, that's where we're reading comments from. Let's see, what else? Share the show, studio time. Speaking of Governor Comedy Club, don't forget Joey Cola, February 19th at the Brokerage. February 26th, right here at Governors in Levittown, the Compound Media guys, Anthony Cumia, Joe Curry, Don Jameson, whole bunch of great comedians. So lots of great stuff happening. Go to govs.com to check out their full schedule and make yourself some reservations, including, which should be on govs.com by the end of the week, April 1st in the Little Room, the newly expanded Little Room. Come check out a fun, hilarious murder mystery with Knockem Dead Comedy. We're doing our mob-themed murder mystery. It's going to be a lot of fun. So check that out as well. And every Friday through February and March, every Friday at 10 a.m., go to the Smokes, Jokes, and Insults YouTube page for a new video, a new clip, every Friday at 10 a.m. Announcements, done.
Oh.
So now you go for your drink. I'm just talking for 18 hours straight here, and now I need
whiskey.
You to speak.
Is it whiskey or urine? What's it look like?
That's dark for you. That's dark for both, isn't it?
Yeah. Green tea. That's how exciting.
Well, speaking of Kevin Downey Jr., he always sip.
Anyway, okay. Well, how are you?
Oh, you all right? All right.
Oh, we're doing trivia today.
It's Tuesday Trivia. Ken Pichelle says, Levittown. Hello, Jeff Bosey. We have to let you guys know that we are 2 for 2.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way.
Why?
John Dorsick was supposed to be here yesterday. He canceled about an hour before the show. Well, today, Lisa Malazzi, about an hour before the show, canceled. John Dorsick is coming back on Thursday.
They both had good reasons.
Lisa has not rescheduled yet, but she felt awful about having to cancel, and she will definitely be back. I told her to make sure to come back on a Tuesday so she can do trivia with us.
Sure.
So maybe she'll be here next Tuesday.
Okay.
That'd be cool. But yeah, so we're 2 for 2 this week, and hopefully Dorsick will be here Thursday. I bet he will be.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that'll be good. So it's not a total loss. It's just, we just have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But no Lisa today, which regretfully, no Lisa today.
Right.
So there you go. So what do you got?
Oh, what do I have? Gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I don't know. Gosh, yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I got stuff.
Yeah, I mean, stuff that I was just kind of playing around with. There's and I played it for you this morning. You never even heard of this. The whole.
Oh, Bruno.
Bruno, we're not. What is the song? We're not talking about Bruno.
Don't talk to Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
Now what's the deal here? Bruno is the character in that movie?
He's the uncle in a animated movie, and it's a movie from Colombia, and it's based on a city in Colombia called whatever the name of the movie is, like Canto or something.
Canto, yeah, something like that.
And then I guess the family has all magical gifts, and Uncle Bruno has the gift of seeing the future, so they're all afraid of him because sometimes he gives bad news. But it's this really beautiful song. We were listening to the song. Yeah, it was interesting. I was thinking to myself that I bet you high schools across the land are going to do it for chorus.
Well, yeah,
in the
just
spring.
because it's popular with them. But I didn't think it was a good song.
It's a good song. It's a good song for a whole bunch of people to sing.
Now. First off, all right. So this is a movie.
Cartoon. What do you want?
It's a movie or a series?
It's a movie.
Yeah,
it's an animated movie out, like Toy Story.
But it's no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's animated, but it's not like the animated. It's not like Pixar.
No, it's what do you call it? Frozen.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. True. But this was a Twilight Zone episode. The boy that knew the future. Oh no, he didn't know the future. He would kill you with his mind.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
So why do they want to stay away from the uncle who can tell the future? Don't they want to know their future?
No, because sometimes futures are dark.
Oh.
Like one person was told that they will never find their love because their love is with someone else.
Sounds like a great kids movie.
It's awful. Yeah.
It's like Bambi when what's it? Thumper's
mother dies.
Bambi's mother died, right?
Yeah.
Great movie for kids.
Yeah, these writers.
Let's go cry.
Yeah. But anyway, like
Tell us our future, Uncle. What is
Uncle
it? Bruno? You'll never find love. I don't know what accent that was. I have no idea what that was. You'll never find love. I have
Is
no
that
idea.
your Colombian accent?
I have no idea what that was.
Wow, Carla's going to come here and beat the crap out
Is
of
that
you.
what Carla is? Carla Colombian?
Yeah.
Colombian Carla?
Yep.
Liz is asking where Joe Carletto is. Calm down, Liz. Just calm down.
Oh, she has the hots for him?
Oh, yeah. Big
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He's got a way about him.
Yeah, but he has all of his limbs, so
He's a
doesn't
little,
work for
little swagger.
you. Oh, he's definitely got swagger.
Yeah.
But he's very funny on Tuesday Trivia with us.
Oh, cool.
But the last time I asked him, he made it very clear that he'll just, come in and join us when he wants to. I was like, so I don't ask.
Yeah.
I just, let him strut in with his swagger whenever
his
he feels like
swagger.
swagging in.
Swaggering in.
I really haven't seen him here much lately.
Well, no, because they're doing construction, so...
They're not doing construction by his office.
Well, yeah, kind of, because when I went down the hallway today, Larry walked out of his office, out of Joe's office, so they're using his office for something.
No, he walked out of his office.
Oh, he moved offices? Now that's his office?
Yeah, the one right next door
Yeah.
to Joe. Yeah, you knew that. When they expanded the little room...
Not the one by the bathroom. He had Joe's office open.
I bet you it was his office. I bet you just got confused.
No, I bet he was in Joe's office because I looked. It's right by the storeroom, right? Went over.
Office? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're using his office for stuff right now while they're like getting things going.
No, I think they're all squared away. I saw Larry in his office the other day.
Oh, well, maybe he's going through Joe's stuff.
Ooh.
His underwear drawer.
Ken Pichelle, the magic of Encanto. Oh, good morning, Beansy.
Encanto, that's what it was. I'm like, Canto.
Oh, wait a minute. There's all sorts of comments here. Hang on.
Yeah.
Says Ken Pichelle, the Madrigals are an extraordinary family who live hidden in the mountains of Colombia in a charmed place called the Encanto.
Yeah, it's a town.
Annie Plagenos, Uncle Bruno is played by John Leguizamo. Liz Batapede, he's handsome, but I don't have a crush.
Yeah.
Sure. And then there's Beansy. Ken Pichelle, the magic of the Encanto has blessed every child in the family with a unique gift. Every child except Mirabelle.
Oh, poor Mirabelle.
Yeah, screw her.
Well, no, he actually says in the song that she is going to get more powerful.
And then she'll kill them all.
You're very dark.
However, she soon may be the Madrigal's last hope when she discovers that the magic surrounding the Encanto is now in danger. All right, so it's Star Wars. That wasn't that episode 4, the last... Oh, no, that's A New Hope. Same thing.
I stopped paying attention. I just watched the movie, and I can't get all into the characters and stuff. Whatever happens, happens.
Ken Pichelle wants us to know he got all that from Wikipedia, which I don't believe. I bet you he has seen this movie 5 times.
Maybe.
And he's probably written a song. Going to Encanto! Everybody's saying hi to each other. Kirsten and Liz, they're all saying hi. They're saying hi to Andy and Beansy, and I see Roger, and I see Joey, and I see Tommy, and I see Sarah, and I see Sallie, and I see Susie.
They never said Sallie.
They never said Sallie on those shows?
No.
Really? Not once?
Never.
Wow.
They probably said Tony all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They never said Sallie.
Did you hear about this woman in China?
Don't know. I don't know.
This is a dark one. This is a dark story.
You're very dark today.
I am? This is the first story I'm talking about. You're the one who brought up...
You brought up killing people twice already.
You're the one who said that the uncle said they'll never find true love. You're the one who started the darkness.
I was just repeating the song. I didn't, that's one of the lyrics of the song.
There you go, Ken Pichelle. He just wrote, back in Encanto. Apparently, so on some social media site in China, somebody posted a video of a woman who's locked against her will in a filthy shack. She's chained to the wall. The footage taken on the 26th of January was posted on the video sharing site Douyin, Douyin.
Where's Kevin when you need him?
So this woman, was in a rundown shack, standing in freezing conditions. The woman appeared to be chained by her neck to a concrete wall, and she seemed dazed as she struggled to speak coherently. A video of the man who apparently locked up the woman was posted later with a small boy standing next to him, saying that was his wife and they have multiple children. Other people looked down on her, explaining what? And then I think somebody went and saved her. I'm not sure. Local authorities are investigating the case because they're thinking this woman has a mental illness. And now they're doing an investigation. Apparently, this might be the way that a lot of people treat people with mental illness over there. So they're doing it. So local authorities are investigating. They're saying that the woman got married in 1998 to this man, but before that, she was a beggar.
Like a homeless person?
Yeah. Family planning officials. All right. So they.
Did you not read this paragraph first?
No, I did, but it didn't make. All right, fine. I'll read it to you, but it doesn't make sense to me.
No, you don't have to.
I'm trying to make sense
hear
of
what
it.
you think.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Then you just reading to us.
It didn't really make sense to me. It said that a man went and found her the next day, took her in, but then it wasn't clear. They're saying that's when it says that the children were looking down on her. Like, whose children? Her children? This other guy's children? Where'd this other guy come from? It doesn't really specify what's going on here. So, yeah, they said after the birth of the couple's second child, family planning officials had implemented birth control measures that proved ineffective. And they don't, what does that even mean?
So you're saying that this woman is, chained up and everyone in the community just thinks it's the normal way to go? That's
I guess, yeah.
Saying?
Psychiatric experts who examined the woman diagnosed her with schizophrenia,
oh boy.
Authorities said. Officials are also investigating the man. It doesn't say which man. The man that found her, the man who's married to her.
Probably the man, like the husband.
Many outraged commenters have accused him of human trafficking, but the government authorities said there's no evidence to support those claims.
So they're like, no, it's just schizophrenia, and that's what we do.
And that's right, and that's what boggles me too here. So there's video of this woman chained, but this man is not under arrest. They're just investigating. I don't know. The whole thing just doesn't really make sense.
I don't know what they
me.
do. Do they have hospitals for things like that? I would hope so.
I don't know.
Or medication.
Even Liz says, is that really unusual in China?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. So I don't know. I just thought it was a weird story.
Yeah.
So,
no, I didn't hear anything about that.
Did a piss poor job of talking about it with you guys.
You were like, it was just funny because every time you got to the new sentence, you almost were surprised what you read.
All right. So I'll go to more happy stuff.
Okay, good.
This story is like one of my texts, says Jeff Posey. Yeah, true. Sounds like she was making dumplings, says Fremder. What? Sounds like she was making dumplings?
I don't know. Maybe you make a lot of dumplings in China.
Oh.
So, I don't know.
All right. So it's Tuesday trivia. So I was looking around yesterday for questions.
Yeah.
And I was struggling a little bit with finding, the last question, the filthy, foul filth
Because you
question.
hate sex.
Right.
And this is your way of telling me
Yeah.
that I'm cut off.
So, I found two interesting facts.
That aren't part of the trivia you just want to talk about now?
Correct.
Go for it.
In 2014, in a bizarre experiment, 266 men were recruited from across the socioeconomic spectrum. Whatever that means.
Well, it means...
Is that a town?
Rich, medium, and poor.
Right. And I was joking.
Oh.
Because it doesn't say where these men are from. I don't know if it's worldwide. I don't know if it's America, Europe. I have no idea.
66 men?
266 men.
266 men. And what ages did they say?
Doesn't say.
Okay.
They were each then shown pictures of 5 women with varying breast sizes and asked to rate their attractiveness.
Okay.
By a wide margin.
Oh, let me guess this because I know this.
Okay.
Men like C cups. Is that where you're getting at?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm going to stop interrupting you.
Shut up. By a wide margin, Poorer men preferred women with comically large breasts.
Yeah, I would have guessed that, hands down.
Why?
I don't know, because it just seems like...
Rich men were cool with less top-heavy girls. Interestingly, the correlation remained consistent across the scale. The poorest liked the bigger breasts, the middle earners liked middle-sized breasts, and the top earners preferred tiny breasts.
Top earners preferred tiny, like tiny, like A cups.
It
doesn't
it's
say.
what it but it's this. I didn't change the wording. This
Right.
is exactly what this article said.
Yeah.
Tiny. Well, no, that makes sense because Jeffrey Epstein liked teenagers
Yeah.
who weren't developed. So there you go.
So gross.
Yeah, but I did find that weird that all the poor men like big breasts. Like it wasn't like why does it matter what socioeconomic scale these guys are on? I find that weird.
I don't know. Maybe they're so poor that they can't see boobs a lot, so they figured they'll see more boobs in that moment.
They're so poor that and they're homeless, so they like to take shelter under giant boobies.
Because it rains.
Right.
And, what are you
So
going to do?
they stay dry.
So they just use the big boobs as
And
umbrellas.
they get fed at the same time.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
They're getting milk. And they're getting milk and staying dry. Milk does a body good.
Grapes of Wrath.
What?
Did you not have to read Grapes of Wrath?
I did not read Grapes of Wrath.
You had to have read that.
I didn't.
Ready, Ken? Hicksville. Yeah, that was one of the scenes. This man was starving. Like he was going to die. And then this mother just saw that. And so she let him feed to save his life.
Well, no wonder I didn't read it. Who made you read this book? And we had to read this book in high school?
My 10th grade English teacher.
Really?
Grapes of Wrath. It's a famous book.
I know. I've heard of it. But I've never read it. But it makes sense why I didn't read it.
Why?
Because
isn't that nice? There's boobies. There's nourishment. There's doing something for someone else, even though it's probably not your favorite thing to do. It's giving. It's a good book.
All right, I stand corrected. Ken Pichot, so late to the party with this, but top 5 Saturday morning cartoons was epic. Oh, thanks, Ken.
Yeah, wasn't it good, Ken?
Thanks.
Yeah, that's cool.
Love that show. Love Don. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I'm going to pat myself on the back.
You did a good job.
It was my idea.
It was your idea.
To do Saturday morning cartoons.
Yep.
And then Don went on he went on drinks, jokes, and storytelling.
You said smokes and strokes.
I said smokes and strokes? Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He went on jokes.
Stroked someone out.
He went on drinks, jokes, and storytelling, and and told him that was one of the upcoming episodes. And then Richie Byrne and Mark Riccadonna and Tom Bannis, they went on for the next 45 minutes talking about Saturday morning cartoons.
Yep.
It's like, sons of bitches.
It was my idea. You blew my load.
Speaking of which, let's not talk about the other idea of mine.
Yeah, I can't even talk about that.
Yeah, because it's today. Yeah, so don't go watching the premiere of a podcast today, because it was our idea that was stolen.
Yes. There's
Ready?
no reason we can't say that, right?
Yeah.
Andrew
Fremder, if the lady has schizophrenia, that's probably why nobody knew who she was at first. Andy Plajanos, what? Tig of biddies make the women seem healthier.
Big titties.
Oh, big old titties? He wrote Tig old biddies.
Who wrote?
Andy Plajanos.
Plajanos wrote that?
Yeah. Tig old biddies make the woman sound healthier.
Or look healthier.
He said seem, it says. Tig old biddies make the women seem healthier. Ken Pichel says, ready, Sallie? Hicksville. Jeff Posey, that's a nice way of Tony saying you're poor. What did I say?
Oh, because that, if you're poor, you like big titties, and I have big titties.
Oh. All right, so then Super Pasusu and One Leg 2024, says Ken Pichel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
check that out, guys. Top 5, when Tony and Don do the top 5 of Saturday morning cartoons. It's very funny, very well done. You'll laugh your ass off.
And yeah, Ken Pichelle is referring to something that was on the show, so you have to go see it.
Yeah. Don't watch it now.
Yeah, you wait until we're done here.
Yeah.
Wait until after trivia. So, again, while I was searching for the sex question.
Oh, you have another one.
Sex burns a lot of calories.
Woohoo.
We've talked about that often here on this show.
When you met me, you lost weight.
Well, according to an article I read, unfortunately, sex is not quite the workout you may think.
I think they're not doing it right.
Who?
Whoever's doing that survey.
Markham Hyde, H-E-I-D, Hyde. Markham Hyde at Time Health reports that a University of Montreal study found that sex burns around 101 calories for men and just 69 calories for women, which is very fitting. It's very fitting, yeah. By contrast, running for 30 minutes burns 276 calories in men and 213 calories in women.
Running for 20 minutes?
Running for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So you're burning over double the amount.
But what if you're having sex for longer than 30 minutes? Did he think of that? He didn't say how long the sex was for.
Longer than 30 minutes. What do you, Sting? However, there are plenty of health benefits associated with sex. For example, achieving orgasm on a regular basis can boost your immune system. It can lower your blood pressure, reduce your risk of heart attack, and even block pain.
I would say it does not block pain for you because you really are the biggest crybaby for pain. Not that there aren't times like, that you are really hurt. But if you get like a splinter, you're like, ah!
Yeah, because it happens often. I get a splinter during sex.
They're not talking about sex. Blocks pain? It doesn't mean you don't get a cold during sex. Oh, I'm fighting off this virus during sex. It means throughout your day.
No. Achieving orgasm on a regular basis can boost your immune system, lower your blood pressure, reduce your risk of heart attack, and even block pain.
All day long.
Right.
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 So you don't have to get a splinter during sex.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
All that other stuff, I agree with you. Very low blood pressure. Yeah.
Dick. Andy sanitized that for me. But hey, thanks
nice,
for
Andy.
reading it the unsanitized way.
Yeah,
I did. I screwed it up the first time. I have a terrific immune system and really large forearms, says Chef Posey. Yes, it does block pain and boosts an immune system, says Liz.
I believe it.
Liz knows. Liz knows. Her and Kirsten. And you.
You're picturing them kissing.
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. All right. You have anything else?
I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we hold in our hand this week's Tuesday trivia.
Dun, 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 dun,
The way this
dun.
works, if you're new to it, Beansy says he needs to boost his immune system. I thought that's why you're having DJ come visit you. That's awful.
I just pictured that. Thanks a lot.
The way this works, if you're new to it, Sally and I are going to take turns asking questions. They're just random trivia questions. There's no theme to it. They're just questions that we picked out of nowhere. We do not know each other's questions. We're going to try and stump each other. We're going to try and stump you. Please comment below or next to us, wherever your comment thread is, with your answer to the question. We are not going to give the answer away until we are done reading all the questions. Then we go back. We ask the question again, and we review our answers, and we review your answers, and make fun of everybody for their wrong answers. There's no prizes. There's no nothing. It's all for bragging rights and having fun, and we enjoy making fun of you. There you go. With that, question number 1. And I predict Ken Pichelle is going to get 90% correct.
90.
I'm predicting it now.
Okay.
Question number 1, Sally O'Neill.
Don't blurt out the answer if you know it, because I was reading and I was thinking, oh, I wonder if he knows this. So don't blurt it out.
Oh, shut up.
Who is Timothy Allen Dick?
I don't know that.
Ah.
Who is Timothy Allen Dick? Well, you're telling me if not to yell it out, so I'm guessing it's a musician.
No, now totally guess if you didn't know it right in the first second.
I'm just going to say Tim Allen.
From what?
What do you mean from what? How many Tim Allens are there?
From music?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just going with Tim Allen.
Oh, okay.
The actor, comedian.
Yep.
All right. What does Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution describe?
It's not a multiple choice.
It is not.
Read it again.
What does Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution describe?
I think that's the bear arms one.
Like Jeff Bosey, his arms the size of a bear?
His arms are they're bare because he doesn't have any hair on them. Question number 2. With which song did Elton John score his first U.S. top hit? What's the name of the song?
His first U.S. top hit. I'm going to go with your song. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind.
I love that song.
What famous singer once said, I'd rather... This is multiple choice.
Start again.
I didn't even get it done.
I wasn't paying attention.
What the...
I was thinking of the song. I like that song.
You need a minute, all right?
Okay, go.
What famous singer once said, I'd rather have a cup of tea than go to bed with someone any day? Was that Boy George? Was it Johnny Cash? Was it Cher? Or was it Meatloaf?
They'd rather have tea than go to bed with someone?
Yeah.
Just anyone? Not even I'd rather have a cup of tea than go to bed with someone I hate and is disgusting. It's just anyone, like their partner. They'd rather have tea. And trust me, I'm a big lover of urine whiskey, but really? That's the question? All right, Cher, Meatloaf.
Johnny Cash or Boy George?
Well, Boy George had to have it in his butt. So I would pick tea over that too.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Boy George.
You're going with Boy George. All right.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
All right, what is the definition of the word sposh? S-P-O-S-H.
Sposh.
And it's a multiple choice.
Okay.
Is it soft, slushy mud or snow? Is it meaningless talk? Or is it to drink often? Sposh. Slushy snow, meaningless talk, drink often. Sposh.
I'm going with meaningless talk. Sposh.
Sposh. That is just so sposh.
Sposh. No, that's posh.
Posh.
All right. Just for you. Dogs bear their litters roughly how many days after fertilization?
63.
Is it 42 to 52? Is it 58 to 68? Oh, excuse me, I'm talking days. 42 to 52 days, 58 to 68 days, 71 to 81 days.
Middle.
So you're saying 58 to 68.
Yeah.
All right.
And it is kind of a guess, so don't go by me.
No, you're the expert.
Yeah, but I've actually never been there when I've been there plenty of times when a woman's given birth because I used to be a doula, but I've never been there for a dog giving birth. I've just seen it on videos.
You've never been a dog doula?
I haven't been a dog doula.
A dog doula. Sounds like one word. Dog doula.
Dog doula.
I am Count Dog Doula. I didn't think that was funny.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Why did Betty White turn down the role as Helen Hunt's mom in As Good as It Gets? She was offered that role.
Why did
they
she?
gave it to Shirley Knight,
Right.
But they gave it to her first.
Why did she... Betty White, why did she turn it down?
And she read the script. It wasn't like she was just busy or something.
Because she once dated Jack Nicholson.
Hoo-hoo.
And then he cheated on her, so she never spoke to him again and didn't want to do a movie with him.
I bet you half the actresses in Hollywood could give that as an excuse. I think you just kind of have to get over it.
Is he a good-looking guy?
He has swagger. If you just saw a picture of him, you wouldn't be. But, like, you just look at him and you're like, yeah, he'd be good in bed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, nobody has more swagger than Nicholson.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, I'd like to tap that.
Is that what you say to yourself when you see a guy?
When I see someone like Jack Nicholson, I'd like to tap that.
You actually said it to yourself?
Yeah. Sometimes out loud.
Yeah. When was the last time you said that out loud? And who was it about? Andy Paginos.
Idris Elba. I'd like to tap that.
And who'd you say it to?
Just myself walking with my dogs. I don't know. No, I'm just making it up.
Which was the first rock musical?
Oh. Aquarius? What was that musical? Oh, no, it's got to be way before that. Like, I was rock musical, though. Does Sound of Music count as the rock musical?
No.
It's. I love that. We have to
Wow,
watch
that was
that
very
together.
white. It's.
Rock musical. Yeah, what is it? The Time of Aquarius? What is it? Am I close or no?
That's a song.
That's not the name of it? Hair.
Oh, okay. You're going with Hair. Okay.
Is it earlier than that? Rock, though. Can't be earlier than the 60s because there was no rock.
Okay.
I'm going with Hair.
All right, great.
And this is for you. What is the only diet proven to arrest and reverse chronic diseases such as heart disease and diabetes?
A vegan diet. I have not had meat since a week ago yesterday, since last Monday. I'm getting very grouchy.
I'm so proud of you, though.
I'm getting very grouchy.
You look better. There's like better.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I look exactly the same.
No, you don't.
I don't know how long I can do this.
I know.
And let me just point out, I'm not even really doing this. We just watched, what was the name of that movie? Oh, What the Health? Yeah, we talked about that movie.
Yeah.
Ever since then, Sallie's been like feeding me dinner before I can get up and make my own dinner. I know. She's like beating me to it. I'm getting ready to make a steak, and here you go, I made you some broccoli and potatoes. Thanks. So so she did that.
I can tell every time you take the plate, you're like, oh, fuck's sake.
Even this past Sunday. Oh, when the snow was coming.
Yeah.
I said I got to hit the store. I got to get a steak because I want to have a steak. We're going to be snowed in, and I'm going to enjoy a nice steak. Well, I already bought a bunch of potatoes, and then she even bribed me. Like, I am my all-time favorite. My mother, if she's watching or listening, she'll tell you.
Oh, I did bribe you.
That my all-time favorite thing to eat, more than chocolate, more than anything. You take a potato, you slice it. You slice the skin off, which
I don't.
You don't do.
I don't do.
But you slice the skin off.
Because all the nutrients are in the skin.
And then you chop it really thin, like a potato chip.
A little bit thicker than a potato chip.
Tiny bit. And then you cook it, not as much as you would cook a potato chip, so that it's soft when it comes out.
You boil it in
oil,
vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's my all-time favorite thing to eat. So so I was going to go to the store before the snow came and get a steak. Sallie's like, no, you don't have to do that. I'll even make you your grandma's, because my grandmother was one who used to make that for me when I lived with her.
I was like, I'll
make you your grandma's potatoes. I was like,
you can get a steak, but I have a whole bag of potatoes, and I was going to make you your grandma's.
So that worked for one day, and then every day still, I'm like.
The next day I made you. You're like, no, I'm going to do burgers. I'm like. I was going to make French toast, which is like probably your second favorite.
So French toast the next day. Then she made me try the Impossible Burger.
The Impossible Burger. Yeah, I got like just the chopped meat of the Impossible Burger and made them into little burgers. And so I make it right. Just so you guys know, like Kevin, my 17-year-old, he does not eat meat. He's never liked meat. Like he's never liked the taste. It wasn't anything that he had to give up. He was always like, ew. And so he won't even eat this burger because it tastes like meat. Like that's how, if you guys haven't tried it, you should just try it just for the fun of it. So I made the Impossible Burgers for everyone other than Kevin. And I gave one to Zach, and I was like, Zach, would you have known that it was not a regular burger? And he's like, no.
Zach liked it. Yeah. But Zach eats, he eats veggie burgers.
Yeah,
and he eats normal, and I don't.
He's an easy kid to live with. Like for example, I've been making lentil soup from scratch, like really, really healthy lentil soup. It's so good. It's like Amy's lentil soup. I just stole the recipe and I've been making that. And it's got like sweet potatoes in it and carrots and onions and celery and like, all this other stuff. It's really good. And every time I make it, he eats like 2 gigantic bowls of it. Yeah. He's like my favorite, my favorite food roommate.
So yeah, I have a big hankering for a steak. Even today, I was thinking, I'll go hit the deli on the way home, get some roast beef for lunch. Like I didn't even mention it to you because I'm like,
yeah, I just see your face. Like I know you're thinking this stuff, and all I look at is I just see this.
Yeah.
Just give it a try.
I've been trying for a week and a day, and it's killing me. Liz says she missed the question. Go ahead, repeat your question.
What is the only diet proven to arrest and reverse chronic diseases such as heart disease and diabetes?
I said vegan.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here's a nice easy one for you. Name the kids show that Morgan Freeman was on.
The Electric Company.
All right.
Stop. I loved that show. I think Morgan Freeman taught me how to read because Lord knows my parents never bothered. Right? Like I remember like watching Sesame Street thinking, this is learning.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it
was. What is, okay, so we're down to like the sex question?
I do believe we are.
Yeah, this is awful.
It's awful?
Ken, go make a cup of coffee. What is ATM in the porn industry?
Oh, ass to mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Why'd you give it away just now?
Because you said it so confidently.
So what?
And the only reason I'm stuck with that is because I started Googling, like I was Googling questions. I was yapping with Sam. And then I got to that question. And then I looked at the time and had to be here at the studio for the Steve show. So I was like, this has to be it.
A man can reduce his chances of getting prostate cancer by having at least how many orgasms a week? 2, 4, 8, 12.
4.
Sallie says 4. All right. Time to circle back and give out the answers. All right. First question.
Oh, me.
I predicted that Ken Pichelle is going to get 90. What did I say? 95%?
90.
90?
So what does he have to get?
He said, yikes, the pressure. He said, no pressure there.
That's like... That means he has to get 10 questions and a partial of 1.
All right, let's see. Let's find out how he does.
That's a lot. Okay. Who is Timothy Allen Dick?
Me and Bosie and Kirsten and Liz all said Tim Allen. Ken Pichelle said Tiny Tim.
It's Tim Allen.
Oh, it is Tim Allen. Wow. Yeah. All right. Ken Pichelle has already done one.
I was trying to throw you off because you said music. So I was like trying to pretend like, what musician is Tim Allen? Like I was trying to do that.
You didn't say what musician is Tim Allen.
I did. I said, which music guy are you talking about? And you said, no, Tim Allen, the comedian.
Oh, yeah, but when you originally asked the question, you didn't say...
No, but you said, oh, I think it's a musician.
Nice try. All right, so Ken Pichelle has to get the rest of the questions right? Oh, no,
Yeah.
he can get one more wrong.
He can get one partially wrong.
Oh, okay.
Like if he knew A and T but didn't know M, he'd be in there.
What does Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution describe? Sallie said bear arms.
Is it?
Plagano said Article 2 is presidential powers. Liz says bear arms. Kirsten says pursuit of happiness. Ken Pichelle, Article 2 or Amendment 2? Don't you get technical. Just get the answer wrong or right.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even answer it after that. Ooh. All right. Well,
your prediction is wrong.
Andy Plagianos is correct. It is the office of the President of the United States.
So we were thinking amendment. I was thinking amendment. What is the definition of SPOSH? SPOSH. Is it slushy snow, meaningless talk, or to drink often?
Beansy says Candle in the Wind. I said your song. You skipped the question.
Oh, did I?
Dopey.
Did I?
Yes.
I did. Sorry. Which song was Elton's top song? Sorry.
What? No.
Elton John's first U.S. top hit.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Well, get the
what?
question right.
Oh, okay. Let's just criticize each other for the next 1 minute.
Isn't that what we do every week?
No.
Every day?
No. You just do it to me.
Shut up. Beansy says Candle in the Wind. Ken Pichelle said Rocket Man. Andy Plagano said Saturday Night is all right for fighting. Liz says Benny and the Jets. Kirsten also says Rocket Man. I said your song.
You would be correct. Very good.
Oh, I'm 2 for 2 so far.
You are 2 for 2.
Wow.
I'm not.
Ken Pichelle. Wow, so Ken Pichelle's out. My prediction is wrong. Ken, you let me down. You figure all that time in the woods, you'd be just reading and learning. Instead, you're...
Dumb. Just a dope.
I was going to say burying bodies in the woods. What famous singer once said, I'd rather have a cup of tea than go to bed with someone any day? Was it Boy George? Was it Johnny Cash? Was it Cher? Was it Meatloaf? Sallie said Boy George. Beansy said Johnny Cash. Plagano said Cher. Kirsten said Boy George. Liz said Cher. Ken Pichelle said Meatloaf. It is Boy George.
Because of the butt. It hurts.
How do you know?
There was that moment when you try. I'm like, ah.
Idris Elba with his big black...
Yeah, that would not go there.
Go everywhere else.
Everywhere else.
Because that's Idris Elba.
Yeah. He's a good-looking guy.
Calm down. That's 2 today. 2 guys you're talking about who are good looking.
Who was this first one?
Joe Carletto.
Well,
if I named,
swagger.
if I talked about 2, oh no, actually 3. Jack Nicholson too. If I mentioned 3 hot women in one show, you'd be beating me up. I could barely get away with 1.
Yeah, don't do that. I don't even like the one.
See?
No.
Dick.
Just keep that stuff to
Shut
yourself.
Up. Read your question. Now it's Stosh.
Did I do the Sposh one? All right, what's Sposh?
I said it's meaningless talk. Pagano said it's snow. Beansy said drink often. Ken Pichelle says drink often. Liz says meaningless talk. Kirsten says meaningless talk.
Plagianos would be correct.
Damn it! I thought I was going to have another... Damn it. I never got 100.
Never?
No.
I don't think I have.
No, well, you definitely haven't.
Definitely haven't. No, I know I haven't. I'm like half at best.
Dogs bear their litters roughly how many days after fertilization? 42 to 52 days, 58 to 68 days, 71 to 81 days. Sallie said 58 to 68.
I know for sure that birds are the 63. I think I'm right.
Birds?
Yeah.
You heard me say dogs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Beansy agrees with you. Andy Plajanos agrees with you. Man, what a tongue twister if there had been a Sposh Spice. That was Ken Pichelle.
Sposh Spice.
Elizabeth also agrees with you. Ken Pichelle agrees with you. I always agree with Sallie on biology questions.
Who said that?
Ken Pichelle said that. You guys are all correct. 58 to 68.
But birds are that too. Like once the egg comes out.
The question was dogs.
Yeah. And the only reason I looked it up is because I wanted to trim trees in the backyard, and I'm like, oh, here we go with the robins, because the robins are the first one to start laying, and I'm like, oh, I missed it.
Did you trim the bush?
Nope. Nope. I waited till the fall.
You waited till the fall to trim your bush?
I did. Shut up. Why did Betty White turn down the role as Helen Hunt's mom in As Good as It Gets?
I said because she had a tryst with Jack Nicholson. Beansy says because she was too old. Oh, my goodness. Plajanos, I hate watching dogs give birth, but I love watching them make puppies. Kirsten says Betty White didn't want to work with Jack Nicholson. She agreed with me. Fromder says Captain Kirk and Mr. Sposh.
I heard that working with Jack Nicholson is just fantastic because he's so professional.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Batterpeat also says she did not want to work with Jack. Pichelle says she was uncomfortable with the clothingless scenes.
She didn't have any clothingless scenes.
Well, yeah, but maybe the fact that the movie had clothing.
No, I think she was hot.
There's a couple of scenes where you see some nipplage on Helen Hunt.
Yeah, but Betty White wouldn't have cared about that. She's a sex pot.
Well, that's what Ken is saying, that she would have been uncomfortable with it. Have you ever tapped the devil in the pale moonlight? That was from Fromder. Fromder also says he thinks Spock was vegan. All right, so what's the answer?
So you know that scene, she's reading the script, and it's one of the first scenes.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I can't do this. Remember when Jack Nicholson chucks the dog down the trash compactor?
Oh, she was a big dog person.
She goes, you know what it is? It's not like I'm like, oh, this is wrong. She completely explained to the writer-director.
Yeah.
She was like, it's not like I'm like, oh, I can't believe you did that. It's just, I would feel really awful if someone in a building somewhere got irritated with a dog and did the same thing. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Can you just somehow change the scene? And they actually thought about it for a long time, because she's like, the rest of it, she goes, I just don't want to be the one that makes that happen in the future, because people are stupid.
And then they killed her. She's dead.
And then they said, you know what? We're going to keep it. Really sorry. She's like, Godspeed.
And the Shirley Knight was great in the role.
Yeah.
But Betty White, I think that would have been cool to see.
Yeah, I agree.
Which was the first rock musical? Sallie said Hair. Kirsten said Grease. Andy Plajano said Hair.
I forgot about Grease.
Beansy says Kiss. Liz Batterpeat says Jesus Christ Superstar.
No, I think that came after Grease, right? I don't know.
Would you consider Grease a rock musical?
No,
I wouldn't.
It was
consider Grease a rock musical.
50s music.
Ken Pichelle, Hair or Tommy? Tommy or Hair? Final answer, Tommy.
I didn't think about Tommy.
The answer is Hair.
I got it right?
You got it right.
Wow. If I had heard all those, I would have went with Tommy. When was Tommy?
Yeah, but Tommy
wasn't a rock, was it?
Tommy's rock. Of course it's rock. It's
what year was it?
But it didn't come out as a musical. It just came out as came out as a rock album. It didn't become a musical until the early 90s.
Okay.
As a like an official musical.
I'm doing good today.
You have 1, 2. You have 3 out of 4 correct so far.
Okay. What is the only dye proven to arrest and reverse chronic diseases such as heart disease and diabetes?
I said vegan. Kirsten says keto. Beansy says Slim Fast. Ken Pichelle says potatoes. Plajano says Mediterranean.
Kristen, you gotta watch that movie.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
what the health?
Yeah, because if you think keto's the way to go, because I used to. So Kirsten, that's why I made him watch this movie, because I thought protein was really good for diabetics, and I completely screwed it up. And so you watch this movie and you're like, oh my goodness.
Liz says anti-inflammatory diet.
And Liz says an anti-inflammatory. Well, that would be a vegan. That would be a plant-based diet.
Fremder says, is this Tuesday trivia or a cook show?
It's an everything show. Whatever I'm thinking of, that's what it is.
Tapping that.
What's
the answer?
A plant-based diet.
So is Plagianos right? Because you said Mediterranean?
Mediterranean has meat in it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, but plant-based has all the other stuff but the meat in it. Yeah, you have to see the science of it. It's it freaked me out. Sorry. Because I thought the same thing 2.5 weeks ago before I ruined your life.
Oh, where are we?
Oh, and sorry to interrupt, but it's all because of advertising. It's all because of big business, dairy, businesses that want to. They actually put milk on the food pyramid because the food industry buys off Congress. That's how bad it is. Oh, did you know that Canada finally took milk off their food pyramid because they're like, what are we doing here, people? We're killing our people.
Milk? Really?
Yeah, so they took it right off their pyramid just recently.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, I'm done interrupting you. Sorry.
I thought you were saying Hingham took it off its pyramid.
Hicksville.
Name the kid show Morgan Freeman was on. What did you say?
The Electric Company.
The Electric Company. Kirsten says The Electric Company. Beansy says Romper Room. Ken Pichelle says Electric Company. Elizabeth Batterpeat says Sesame Street.
Was he on Romper Room? Maybe a guess.
And Pagano says Electric Company, Blue Beetle, and Spider-Man were on there. And so was Letterman. Remember Letterman? Yes, the answer is Electric Company. So you now have gotten...
I am rocking it.
4 out of 5.
What did I miss?
You missed Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution because you're a communist.
Yeah. I messed that up. I don't think that I would have gotten, with the answer that Andy gave, I don't think I would have gotten that answer if I was thinking it was the articles. Because I don't remember the order of that. I could tell you which one are the articles and which ones are the amendments, but I wouldn't be able to put them in order. So I even if I did know, I would have gotten that wrong. Are we up to the, whatsy?
Yes.
Did you want to read something else?
No, it's just I'm looking at the answers. They're coming in for the sex questions. All of a sudden, the answers are coming in scattered. I see some of mine answered before I see some of yours answered.
Sex can be messy.
Yes. All right. So go ahead.
Which with my question.
Yeah.
Ew. What is ATM in the porn industry?
Liz said, anytime, mister. Ken Pichelle, ATM is always automated teller machine. Everybody needs their cash. Fremder, I wish Morgan Freeman narrated my life.
Yeah, I had him on Waze once. He was the voice of Waze.
Fremder, I think the filmmaker of The Human Centipede was into ATM.
Ugh.
Okay. Yeah, it's ass to mouth, right?
Yeah, when you take whatever was in someone's ass and put it in someone's mouth.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, why would you? That's what you went with?
I just, you know why? Because A, it's the first letter of the alphabet, and what I typed in when I got to this question was definitions of the porn industry. And so one of the first words that came up was ATM, and I clicked on it, and then I was like, oh, I'm not using this, and I was like, oh, gotta go. So I just copied and pasted and left it. Yeah, I don't want to know that either. Ugh.
A man can reduce his chances of getting prostate cancer by having at least how many orgasms a week? 2, 4, 8, 12. Sallie said 4. Kirsten said 8. Nice, Kirsten. Beansy says 12. Liz says 2. Boshi says 35. Ken Pichelle says 7. Plagano says 6. Ken Pichelle, I bet I got less than 1/3 correct. Pagano says 8 whatever. I'm fired, says Ken Pichelle, and of course, Andy is a trivia master. Pagano says 60s, 50s music is rock. No, it is. It was rock and roll. But, I don't know, that was rock and roll in Greece? Maybe certain parts, but a lot of it was just
when I put on a
musical.
rock and roll station and Grease songs start coming on. No.
Andy Plajanos, I'll have to tell my doctors that all the protein they have suggested I eat as a diabetic is wrong.
Yeah, I know, Andy. That's what I'm saying.
I'll say my friend Sallie saw a movie.
Well, go watch it and decide for yourself.
It's a movie.
It's a documentary with the leading diabetic doctors, like 5 of the leading diabetic cardiac doctors talking. And you could actually do some, a few of them do TED Talks. You could just watch that. And they're like, yep, we're making our country sick because they would rather make money than give the right information out. You should totally look at it, Andy, because I didn't know 2.5 weeks ago. And you know me, I kind of read a lot. My
apologies. I keep messing this up. I always look at Top Chat, not the live chat. Andy Pajanos knew it was ass to mouth. But he's asking us to go back and look at his... Andy Pajanos, Tony needs some meat in his mouth, like now. Well, you're not coming on Friday. Well.
Because he just wants you in his mouth longer.
Andy Pajanos, Betty called Helen Hunt... She replaced Helen Hunt. She replaced both letters, both names with a C.
Okay. Who did that?
Andy Pajanos. Yeah, Andy Pajanos. 1 is legislature, 2 is president, 3 is courts.
I would have not gotten that. None of them.
Elizabeth Batterby just threw up from hearing what ATM is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ass to mouth is probably why money is so filthy. That's Fremder. The answer is 4. 4 orgasms a week.
I got everyone but one.
You got every question right but one.
Yep.
But, yep, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so get to work. I need orgasms.
4 a week.
So, yeah, you want me to be healthy. Well, save me from prostate cancer.
Yeah, I think about that every time I do you. I'm just saving him from prostate
Man,
cancer.
you really know how to get me going.
Yep.
Beat that cancer.
That's
Beat
what I'm
that
thinking.
cancer.
Yeah.
I know what I wanted to talk about. I totally forgot about this.
What?
Yesterday, we were praising Carol Miner and the food she sent us.
Okay.
Andy mentioned it yesterday on the show, but then Carol actually sent me the link to watch it. We're talking about all this stuff, all this delicious stuff from Buc-ee's.
Okay.
Well, CBS Sunday, that morning show they have on Sundays that we love? Guess who they did a story on this past Sunday?
Yeah, they told you that.
That's what I just said. Andy said it yesterday.
Oh, okay. You're acting like you're surprised.
No, I'm surprised that it happened.
Yeah.
That's what I'm surprised about. It's actually a very interesting story.
Oh, you watched it without me? You CBS morning cheater?
Oh, yeah? Oh, I didn't think you'd care because it was all about beef jerky and chocolate. I'll watch it again.
Okay, good.
So you don't want me to talk about it now? You want to wait?
No, do it.
It's an interesting story. Buc-ee's, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. They're mostly Texas, but there's a few in the South. There's over 100 altogether.
Oh, that's a lot.
It started out with one guy.
Bucky.
Who, that was his nickname. I forget his real name, but that was his nickname. From birth, that was his nickname. So he does have a partner, but the partner's silent, and he didn't want to be in this interview. I think they named him, but that was it. But the one guy, Bucky, is still like the majority owner. There's no board. There's no,
they've just worked it out.
It's just these two guys. They make all the decisions. And, I mean, who knows? The employees are being interviewed for national TV. They're not going to say this place blows, but they were talking about how much they all love the place. The the employees did seem like nerd happy, like too happy. They
give them health care.
They do actually.
Yeah.
That was where I was going. One of the things they give their pay, depending on your job, the pay runs anywhere from $15 an hour to $35 an hour. Depends on your job. Which $15 an hour, I believe, is minimum. That's minimum wage here. Is that the whole country that it's minimum wage?
I don't think it is. I think it depends on the state. So you're saying it's cheaper to live in Texas, so it's nice that they're overpaying. That's
what I'm guessing. I don't know that for a fact.
Yeah.
But that was my impression. They do have health care. They have 401k.
Nice.
They have you can get up to 3 weeks paid vacation.
Nice.
A year. They also hired like one of the
old school, like that's like 20 years ago.
Right. Which is why I think it is possible that these employees are happy.
Yeah.
They employed because so you walk in, it's a gas station. So and they're known.
So it's not a 7-Eleven, it's a gas station like a AM PM or something. Like you walk into a gas station, it's like a nice store behind. Kind of like the Sunoco on Merrick. Is it like that?
Most, not so much in New York, but most of the countries that have 7-Elevens, they're gas stations.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And we have some here. There's a one right Wanta Avenue in Merrick.
They just built that though.
So?
Like all the other all the other 7-Elevens do not have gas stations.
There's one in Farmingdale that's a gas station.
All right, but I'm saying there's 3 on Merrick before I have to walk into my door, and none of them are gas stations.
All right, but that's what I said. Most of the 7-Elevens on Long Island aren't. I said, but a lot of them are. And the rest of the country, they are.
You're very argumentative today.
You're very dickimentative today.
Just tell a story.
I'm trying.
You're not. You're talking about 7-Elevens.
Right. Because you're saying that it's not like a 7-Eleven, but it is. It's a convenience store like 7-Eleven with gas stations, like most 7-Elevens.
So saying it's more like an AM PM.
I don't even know what an AM PM is.
They always have it's always a gas station. It's always a nice store behind it. Kind of like the Sunoco on Merrick. Like, the place where I like to get, just pay attention for a second. The gas station that I like to get gas at before I go home. Is it very similar to that? I'm just trying to picture it.
That's a Shell.
Oh, yeah, it is a Shell. Yeah, but is it like that? Why does that... I want to go home so bad. Not see you for so long.
Nice. So what's the question?
We're not doing 4 times a week this week.
Like it's even a question. What's the question?
I just want to know about the store.
I'm trying to tell you about the store.
Is it answer the question. Is it like the Shell? Are they like that? Because I didn't see a picture of them. Where it's the nice gas station in front, nice store in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I was trying to tell you. It has the biggest line of gas pumps of all of them, any store, and the store is also bigger than all the Buc-ee's are bigger.
Like the one on Shell. So hour ago,
bigger.
You could have actually said, wow, it's actually really like that, just a little bigger. That would have been great.
Every time I tried to answer, you just interrupted.
Oh, my God.
I didn't have a chance. And then I was explaining the 7-Elevens. Because then you said it's not like a 7-Eleven, so I was explaining that it is.
7-Elevens are dumpy, and sometimes there's maybe...
They're dumpy?
Yeah. The gas
not all of
station
them.
portion of them? Yeah, they're always rinky-dink.
Not all of them. No, I'm going to disagree with that.
And most of the time, they're not even there.
What do you mean? Who's not there?
The pumps.
Oh. But again, in New York. New York is like that. Everywhere else, they have gas pumps. Yeah, but I don't think they're any dumpy or any nicer than any other ones of those types of places.
Well, apparently Buc-ee is
well,
better.
yes, Buc-ee's is very nice. They have this huge line of pumps, and then the store itself is huge. They sell clothes, they sell all sorts of products, and they even have a grill. You can get lunch there.
Oh.
And they've hired one of the country's leading barbecue guys, and they make the ribs and stuff. They have ribs.
Wow.
And it's based on this guy, how he cooks them, how he makes them. Burgers, like the whole works. They sell all sorts of sandwiches, and it's clean, and it's nice. And their bathrooms are the biggest bathrooms too. They showed that, like, tons of stalls, tons of urinals, and they're all private and nice, and the whole thing is big, lots of room to move. Yeah, it's really something. They gave the dimensions, and I forget.
Do they have any stores on like highways and stuff? You know, like
Yes.
when you pull off, that's what they do too. Yeah, they're doing a great job.
And they're talking about expansion and the whole works. Yeah.
Cool.
When I saw it on CBS, I freaked out, says Andy. Right, that's what I'm saying. What are the chances? That's so weird.
I think they watched our show and then put a whole.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Talk thing together.
His real name is Vagina.
Who said that?
Plagianos. Ken Pichelle, it's like a Sheets, but bigger. I don't know what that is either. What's a Sheets?
I don't know. Maybe that's a down south thing. Are 7-Elevens all over America?
Aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't know if they're...
I know they're not upstate, really.
Oh, that's right. What is it, upstate?
Stewart's.
It's definitely not just Long Island.
I don't know.
I thought they were in most of the country. I thought. Sheets might only be as northeast as Pennsylvania, says Ken Pichelle. Andy Plagianos, it's like truck stops around the country. Liz Batapede, my 7-Eleven has a gas station, and there is one by Brookhaven Hospital. Yeah, there's one right off Sunrise out there. Like Bellport, maybe? They're over there somewhere, and they have one. Yeah, they have a gas pump. Plagianos, the Sevs around the corner from me is a gas station. The Sevs. Pichelle, they just put one east of Birmingham towards Atlanta. They're gonna do one between Auburn and Montgomery. I think I'm assuming he's talking about Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
And I believe there is none in North Carolina. My guy had 2 on Sunday, says Liz.
I don't know what that
Ribs?
means.
Sex? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Andrew Fremder, the gas station by me has a 7-Eleven. Ken Pichelle, 7-Eleven's got Slurpee Rock cups. Well, they used to when we were kids. Slurpee Rock cups.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I know
either.
Kevin likes the Slurpees there.
Yeah, but what does that mean, rock cups? Not a little bigger, orders of magnitude bigger, says Plagianos. Not a little bigger, orders of magnitude bigger.
Much bigger.
Well, no, but the size of the store and the gas station was bigger. Am I understanding what he's saying?
He's just saying they're much bigger.
Oh. Fremder, I think 7-Elevens are all connected underground. That's how they get from one place to another, like a cave or some sort of customer service operation. Why? What makes you say that? Ken Pichelle in capital letters. Sallie! I loved Stewart's shops.
Yeah, Stewart's is nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know I've been there, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah.
There are 2 7-Elevens on the Vegas Strip, says Liz Batapede. Okay. 7-Elevens are 7-Eleven is a lot of places, but they are concentrated here. Oh, okay. I wouldn't trust any person making a sandwich at a 7-Eleven after they wipe their ass.
Because the bathrooms are always like gross and stuff.
Are they in 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever even been in them. All those Alabama cities sound made up. Yeah, what were they? Auburn and Montgomery, Birmingham. Yeah, I don't know if all of them are dumpy. Some of them.
Maybe not. I just remember when I left Long Island, I went to upstate New York and went into a Stewart's. I'm like, oh, this is much nicer. But all the other places don't have free Slurpees on July 7th.
There you
so
go.
They get points there.
It was a commercial, says Ken Pichelle, with a melodic tagline of 7-Eleven's got Slurpee Rock cups. Oh, I don't remember that.
Okay.
Wow. You got a good memory there, Ken Pichelle. You done?
Why?
I don't know. You had a done look about you.
You were like this. You're like you were going to say something. So I was paying attention.
I was backing you up on the Buc-ee's is a big thingy. Oh, thank you. Birmingham, I feel like we made that one up from England, says Ken Pichelle. Yeah, so I'll watch it again. I do like it. Seems like more and more businesses are now offering health care. Well, they're offering benefits again From, that's a nice thing out of this big, what are they calling it? The big quit?
Yeah.
Years from now in the history books, that'll be, you have your industrial age, you have your technology age, and then you'll have the big quit.
Where we got healthcare again.
And Jersey has a Wawa. That's right, Liz.
Yeah, you said that the other day.
I'll never forget the first time I saw that. I was like 18, driving with friends down to Great Adventure, and we were like, we got to stop and get some snacks. And we thought from a distance, like you can tell a 7-Eleven from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. We're like, there's a 7-Eleven up there. And we get closer, like, that doesn't say 7-Eleven. Is it a 7? We just see Wawa. And that was our word for like years.
It's weird the names
Wawa.
of places. Like
Wawa.
In California, with the food store that's like, similar to a Stop and Shop is Ralph's. And I'm like, I always thought Ralph was like throwing up.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would a food store call themselves Ralph's? And like when you're there, when you grow up there, you don't think it's weird, you know, until someone points it out to you.
There's also flea Slurpees. There's also free Slurpees on November 7th, according to Andy Bajanos.
Oh, really?
Beansy said they have Wawas and 7-Elevens in Florida. See? Again, more proof Florida has no clue what's going on. They can't even figure
decide.
it out.
Yeah. Just pick one.
They're probably right next door to each other, too.
Yeah. Probably.
There used to be... What town was that? Was that Elmont? Maybe over there somewhere, like Elmont area, which is like western Nassau County towards Queens. They had what looked like a 7-Eleven, but it was called... it was called 724, something like that. It was like one number off. It was a total rip-off of 7-Eleven. It was just this one store.
It wasn't the same like company that was just, saying our store's open 24 hours a day.
Well, I think that's what they were trying to do, but I don't think it was.
It wasn't?
It had nothing to do with
Just a
7-Eleven.
rip-off.
Right. International date thing 7 November instead of November 7th. Right. I do miss Wawa, says Kempichelle. Connecticut had them. And I miss Northern Pizza, too, while I'm over here missing Northern things.
Yeah.
And I miss all of you, too, while I'm over here missing Northern things. And then he says, Elmont. Beansy says Circle K. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had a Circle K here.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
They're not around anymore.
At least I don't think they are.
Not
I don't
here.
see them. Yeah. And we had Hardee's here. I miss Hardee's.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We used to have Hardee's on Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow.
It's not
actually,
gross?
yeah, right from here. Well, just like 5 minutes from here. What?
I remember it being gross, like fake meat.
Maybe. Well, how recently are you talking? Because they're still all over the rest of the country. They're just not in New York.
Okay.
When I was a kid, it was... Oh, you know what I miss even more? I miss Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
That was good burgers, man.
Yeah, one of the colleges that I went to had Roy Rogers right in the middle of campus. And I was like, wow, this is awesome.
There used to be one...
The chocolate shakes were so good.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. There used to be one at Penn Station. So whenever I was in the city for something, as I'm catch the train to go home, I always stopped at Roy Rogers first.
Yeah.
Oh, it was right across the street
They
from
were
Penn Station.
great. Their fries were great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The burgers tasted like real burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wendy's. Wendy's used to taste like real burgers.
Yeah, they changed their ways.
Wendy's changed. I would think Wendy's probably had the most dramatic change of all these places.
Because they were so healthy at first, and they were kind of the leader in that. Like, because I used to work for them, and one of the, like when you'd get a chicken sandwich, I would literally, and this is 30 years ago, I'd take chicken cutlets and slice them and put them just drop you would at home in the fryer. Like, it didn't come in a box.
Right.
It came, it was great.
Andy Plagianos is laughing hysterically right now.
Why?
Because you
it
said
didn't
come in a box.
box.
Right. I miss Roy Rogers, says Liz. Beansy says Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box was always greasy and gross, but there were times where it was like, oh, yeah, I'm in the mood for that.
I never had a Jack in the Box need. I remember just
Really?
feeling sick afterwards eating it. Like, there were probably 5 times I got Jack in the Box. I'm like, I feel gross.
I do not like many foods. I do not like Spanish food. The one time I was a senior in high school, I had Taco Bell because I was with a girl.
Taco Bell can make you sick if you're not used to it. You have to work your stomach up to not being sick from Taco Bell.
I ate maybe 4 bites of, I don't even remember what it was. The only reason I ate it because I was with this girl who wanted to go there.
And you wanted to feel her up.
I did, and I was unsuccessful. And the Taco Bell made me sick within minutes. And I had to like just try to cover it as I'm talking to the girl. Then when we got back to school, I think first place I went was the bathroom. Oh,
For poopy
it was
or
awful.
throwing up?
What'd you say?
Poopy or throwing up?
Luckily,
Poopy or Ralph?
Luckily, it was poopy. Yeah, it came out that end. But
I would have wanted it out of me, not go through my system. But yeah.
No, there was. I didn't have a choice. I ate it and.
Roy Rogers, I think, is probably one of the best.
I miss Roy's, man. Yeah.
Did they close?
I think they in New York, yeah. I don't know about the rest of the country. I think they stuck around the rest of the country, like Hardee's. Like Ken Pichelle says, he has a Hardee's near him.
Oh, did you say you liked Hardee's before?
Yeah.
I thought you said Arby's.
Oh no!
And that's why I'm like, Arby's is like vomit. Hardee's was really good, yeah.
Yeah, Hardee's was great.
I was like, why would you like Arby's?
Oh no, I wasn't. I was never that big into Arby's growing up, and then they disappeared for a while, and then they brought one. They started bringing them back, and there's one not too far from us, and I went there when they first opened. I was like, oh, this is gross, and I have not been back since.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, Hardee's and Roy Rogers were pretty similar.
Hardee's was great.
As far as quality.
Yeah. And Hardee's used to have the they used to have the glasses with was it Bugs Bunny characters, I think?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They had Bugs Bunny characters on their glasses.
So you went there just for that?
Oh yeah. I remember going we went on vacation in New Hampshire once. We didn't go on a lot of vacations because my mother didn't like us. And she spent her money on booze and men. But we took a handful of vacations, and one was to New Hampshire.
To get booze.
Yeah.
And men.
And I don't really remember the trip that well, but I remember this. We went to a McDonald's, because remember McDonald's used to have the glasses with their characters on them.
Yeah.
And I remember, I barely remember the trip, but I remember this stupid story. We're in the car going back to our hotel. And I have a glass with whatever character, and my brother has a glass with whatever character, and we wanted to collect them all. So we were excited to have these.
Yeah.
And we're in the car, my mother says, I was about to get out of the car, she goes, be careful, don't drop the glasses, because they'll break.
Uh-oh. I see where this is
My
going.
brother didn't take 2 steps, man. Bam! I just remember looking like, she just said.
No, what would normally happen is he would actually be carrying yours and drop yours. Like, remember
my brother
the time,
wouldn't carry mine. My brother didn't do anything for anybody.
Remember the time you didn't have a case for your cell phone, and you went like a week and a half with like no case,
and I dropped it 18 times.
The only people that dropped it were Frank dropped it.
Frank dropped it twice.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes.
I remember
I forgot
2
about that.
drops of his, and he was like, "Will you stop touching my phone?"
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot all about that.
I didn't. I'm like, can you get that out of your brother's hands? I'm like, Frank, why don't you just throw it against the wall? Get it over with.
And he didn't he? And I think it cracked, I think, on the first drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had it for like that long without any type of scratch or anything. You just hadn't gotten around to getting a case.
Right. That's funny.
And the first time he was like, oh, sorry. And then he dropped it again.
Wendy's got fake cows, says Beansy. Wow. Hardee's breakfast sandwiches are great. Not as good as a deli. Right, says Andy Plajanos.
Well, nothing's as good as a deli.
The Ground Round is getting renovated and will be opening again.
Really?
In Yaphank, says Elizabeth Badpete. I'd miss the Ground Round, too.
Me
They used
too.
to have good burgers and good
burgers.
fries. That was a fun place. We used to hang out there a lot, man.
I went there a lot
Yep.
in Hicksville Mall.
Yeah. Hicksville. I hung out there after you because you're a lot older than me.
Yeah.
And you left.
And I was working at the Stearns there.
I probably actually started hanging out there right around the time you left.
Really?
Yeah, you left.
Because you were just trying to find me again.
Right. Anybody see Sallie?
Sally!
The one with the nice big boobs?
Adrian!
And there it is, Andy Plajanos with his coming in the box comment. That's cool, though. Ground Round's opening again. Hopefully they'll open some more. I forget the name of this burger place in Bayville. $48 for a burger? In Bayville. You got me,
Is
Beansy.
it like a 5-pound burger or something?
Oh, I did that once. We had, I don't think they're around anymore. They didn't last long, but they were around for a few years. Cheeseburger, they were called. And they had the pounder.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, you don't want to do it because it just makes you sick.
It was me and Eric and another person, and we, yeah, and they, if you ate the pounder, they would put your picture or your name on a wall or something like that. I forget exactly.
Did Eric eat it? Eric must have eaten it.
No.
Really? It was that much?
Well, he didn't even try. He didn't try. It was just me. And you know me, I like everything plain. So
yeah,
this
you just like burger and bun.
It was just meat and bun. Now you have people that do these things with with the lettuce and the tomato and the toppings. I'm like, I don't know how they did it. I did about 3/4 with no problem. I was like, oh yeah.
How big is it? Thick and how big?
It's thick, but it's pretty big.
What's a pound? Like that?
Yeah, it's around there.
And then like that thick?
Maybe a little. Yeah, maybe a little.
That's just like 2.5 burgers, if you think about it.
That's kind of how I went into it. I'm like, I eat 2 burgers all the time. Sometimes at barbecues, if depending on the size of the burger, I'll do 3 or 4.
One time, and I'll never forget it. You and your friend Sal asked us over for dinner, and Sal and Tony ate a burger and a couple of hot dogs.
No, just one.
While they waited for the largest steak I had really ever.
It wasn't that big of a steak.
Yes, it was like.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yes.
And we finished the steak.
But you were like, "Oh, this is a lot," but you just kept eating anyway. I'm like, I don't understand where it's all going.
It was good.
Just the physics of it.
Going in my belly.
I don't understand how it could fit in both of your.
Oh no, that was a good day. But the
who
pound.
eats a burger and a hot dog as a snack before they eat half a side of beef?
Please enlighten her, please. When you're at barbecues, most people have maybe one burger and then some steak.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And it's fun and delightful and all is better in the world. But when I had the pounder, yeah, I did about 3/4 and I was like, oh, I'm starting to get full. And then I had maybe 6 bites to go, and at that point I was like, ugh. But I did it.
Did you? Did you do it? And did you just feel awful? Did you have to poo like an hour later?
No, but I didn't eat anything again for 24 hours.
Wow.
I was so full and like worn out. What is it? Lethargic. I was just like.
Yeah. I wonder if they drugged the meat.
But I never did it again. I said I'll never do that again.
But did they put a picture up of you?
I forget if it was a picture or just your name. But yeah, it went up.
Nice.
It's funny how Jack in the Box is right next to an In-N-Out, then all of a sudden you have a Carl Jr.
Yeah.
Ken Pichelle, we had a Roy's in Connecticut closed for a long time now, though. Building is a Boston market now. Tony, I'm sorry that I brought up the topic of Boston. Yeah, so am I.
Boston.
There is supposed to be a Roy Rogers opening in Shirley, says Andy Plajanos. Really? Well, that's where the one was. That was the last one on Long Island. The one in Shirley, right off Sunrise there, as you're about to head into Mastic. That was the last one on Long Island.
We're going to have to make Linda Bart bring you food.
Fucking A. Beefsteak Charlie was awesome, says Beansy. I never had that.
I used to have Beefsteak Charlie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I remember the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Jack in the Box is my favorite thing to do, says Fremder.
Okay. All right. You know what? I have to just publicly say he's been funny all day long.
Even Ken Pichelle, who is Mr. Cleanliness, Mr. Sanitation, said, please acknowledge the cleverness of that Fremder pun.
Yes.
And Beansy liked it.
Yeah, every single one of his jokes has not annoyed me once, and 3 times I giggled.
Fremder said he didn't think I would read it because I'm only allowed to read X amount of comments.
No,
from him.
today so far you're good.
Thank you. Beansy says yes, Sallie. That is the rule at barbecues.
What?
That is the rule at barbecues.
A hamburger and a hot dog, and then you eat half a side of beef.
Yes.
No one has ever done that.
Andy Plajanos. Much like the vagina, Tony's mouth is a lot more resilient than we give it credit for. And with that, I think we should get out of here.
Okay, vagina mouth.
All right, everybody have a great rest of your Tuesday. Nothing on tonight, right?
No. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, and then nothing tomorrow. I don't think there's a Conversations. There might be.
See you Thursday.
Sally and I will be back on Thursday?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
With John Dorsick. Oh, that's why. You just want to see John.
There was some other reason you needed me for something. I have to help you bring your car in or something.
Oh, yeah. My car's
You're getting
going
like
to
an
shop
oil
on
change
Thursday.
or something.
John Dorsick will be with us Thursday, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So please don't miss it. Thank you guys so much. Please, again, like and share the show. Tell everybody you know. Thanks. We'll see you guys Thursday. See ya.
Bye.